Hi, my name is Mandolin Royal, and I'm sitting outside of my rooster coop watching some boys. We have a processing day coming up, so I'm looking for anything that may earn a reprieve. I'm watching their behavior. I'm watching how they're engaging with each other, as well as looking at their details, how they're put together, how they compare to the other ones with them. See if anyone stands out. Their coop is roughly 9 by 13, and I feel comfortable putting 25 or less birds in there. Anything more than that is going to be too tight. They do have a large runaround grassy area all through there. I did put up some fencing to reduce their area a little bit. If they eat all this down, then I can open up the other area. But so far these guys aren't showing any that really are an improvement over their fathers, because that's what I'm looking for, is a bird that's a step forward rather than just being the same or a step back even. But these are young too. These are like 18, 20 weeks. I'm a little bit behind schedule, but you know, life happens and stuff. But one thing, see if I can zoom in on that guy there. He has really good width. His tail seems to be coming in pretty nice. His vigor seems to be pretty good. He keeps himself clean. His wings tuck in good. We can see some white earlobes from here. But his foot color is pretty light. If I had to keep one of these, he might be the one. And I might still do that. I've got to weigh him and handle him still. And based off of that, he might actually earn himself a reprieve, since I have plenty of females that do have darker leg color. You can see shape-wise, he's different than the other birds coming around him. This guy fancies himself a leader bird. He has pretty good width, but his legs are a little long. His comb's wonky. The guy he's messing with doesn't have tight, closed up wings. They kick out a little bit, and at this age, they shouldn't be doing that. See that wonkiness he's showing, where he's very open underneath? He's gonna look really nice in a shrink bag. That one's wonky. This guy's just trying not to be involved in any of the drama. He's probably pretty chill temperament-wise. The observer, the one that doesn't want to be involved. That guy's tail comes up too high, his wings aren't tucked in. The way that they're acting is very mild. More games than anything. No one's actually being aggressive. They're just posturing up and making faces at each other. One of the goals to breed towards is to get to where you have consistency more often than not, because it reduces your cull rate. And this flock doesn't have consistency stamped into it yet. And that's because of how many individuals I'm hatching from, which opens up the variables, and it's those variables that I can then select from. So there's 14 birds in here. 3 different dads contributed. There's 1, maybe 2 guys who could get a reprieve. I think my favorite's that one in the corner back there, if I had to pick one. I might actually let him grow some more and see what happens there. The others, I think they're going to dress out to be about 4.5 pounds, based on where they're at now. The most consistent thing about them is their color. I need to get them more consistent in their leg coloring and their body. I'm seeing a couple of different shapes to their structure. And that probably has everything to do with which hen they came from. But I also like having a lot of birds to eat too. We don't buy chicken at the grocery store. We don't buy chicks to grow out for meat. They come from our breeding adventures. He's not too bad, this guy. The observer, we'll call him. He's too young to really show good chest depth. That comes with age. But he's going to have enough width to where he'll dress out nice. But I might like him. There might be 2 in here. Especially that guy back there. He's more developed than the others. He's keeping an eye on the cat. He's alerting to stuff. There's a pridefulness to him, giving off the impression that he's a very fair leader. Based on the condition of the flock, there's no injuries, there's no blood spatter. They've got a pretty good little hierarchy figured out. There's been no problems in this group. It's probably because of that guy right there. But it totally figures that the best bird has one glaring flaw. It's just the way it goes. But overall, he has vigor, he has balance. His tail's probably going to come in okay. This will be a good little group though. We're running low on freezer chicken anyways. But I think I will reprieve that guy. See if I can grow out one that's better. But keep them in the meantime. I do like to have sturdy spare birds. I try to keep 1 to 3 out of every freezer batch. See how he just pointed at that guy and he took off. And never mind. I didn't mean to mess with you. Alright. I gotta get back to work. More on this when we get to processing day. And then I'll have weights from Mr. Favorite and his buddies.